Cats, dogs, and other animals people own as pets have long been considered man and woman's best friend. Pets are considered part of the family and some of the best companions. In addition to this, owning an animal can offer an array of remedies to people suffering from mental illness. A pet can show empathy, love, and support to an owner suffering from PTSD. A pet can also provide tranquility to an owner suffering from anxiety, depression, and other mental illness. Besides companionship, a pet can play a more significant role in the quality of life of an owner. In a recent study done, about 10% of Americans ages 18 and up suffer from some kind of mental illness. Like these people, I suffer from PTSD. People suffering from PTSD can have flashbacks or nightmares about traumatic events that have happened to them. Symptoms of PTSD include anxiety, being on edge, and insomnia, among other issues. These symptoms cause major disruption to a sufferer's life. People with PTSD may not be able to go places or go to events that trigger memories of a traumatic event. Flashbacks happen out of nowhere and can cause anxiety attacks, which may cause a person with PTSD to feel embarrassed or ashamed of themselves. These feelings cause a person with PTSD to become reclusive for fear of causing further mental damage by embarrassment. After a few years of having these symptoms and being unable to manage my condition on my own, I looked to physicians and therapy for treatment. After some failed medication attempts, it was suggested to me by a trauma therapist to try an ESA, or an emotional support animal. I was apprehensive at first because I'm not much of an animal person, but decided to do some research into it. After careful consideration, I bought my cat Poppy and realized how right the therapist was. As stated by ESADoctors.com, an emotional support animal may be able to alleviate some of the symptoms of post traumatic stress disorder. An ESA helps patients with PTSD feel safe. This relief over time can help a person feel confident. ESAs don't pass judgment. These animals love unconditionally and provide comfort and support in times of distress. This leads to a better quality of life. Some symptoms of PTSD are better managed. People suffering from anxiety and depression can also benefit from owning an ESA. Symptoms of anxiety and depression include trouble focusing, no interest in life or daily activities, sadness, and insomnia. I also suffer from major depressive disorder and find that Poppy relieves my symptoms better than any medication I've tried. Owning an ESA gives people suffering from these conditions a sense of purpose. Animals rely completely on their owners for all care. This includes bathing, being fed, given attention, and exercise, just to name a few. Completing daily tasks to care for an ESA leads to increased productivity in daily activities and responsibility. This decreases the negative symptoms of anxiety and depression. As stated by emotionalsupportanimalco.com, simply having an ESA around, a person is able to take their mind off of depression and focus on the happiness of having a pet. Owning a pet can make a person feel loved and needed. I come home from work or being out, just seeing Poppy run to the door to greet me puts a smile on my face and helps distract me from my depression. ESAs also help in the treatment of ADHD. My daughter Bug suffers from this, and sometimes it's difficult to keep her on task. Bug's daily routine can be easily disrupted because of her lack of focus, unfortunately. But having Poppy has improved Bug's ability to stay on task. Not only is she responsible for her daily routine, but she's responsible for some of Poppy's care as well. These things have given Bug a sense of camaraderie with our cat. It also helps her to focus on tasks to be completed since Poppy relies on her for some of his care. Owning an ESA helps children with ADHD by providing consistency and unconditional love. Pets provide fun in the home and stress relief by cuddling and playing. Many Americans suffer from mental illness every year. ESAs have proved helpful in the treatment of PTSD, anxiety, depression, ADHD, among many others. Emotional support animals provide owners with a sense of responsibility. They also provide owners with unconditional love and support. Owners can suffer on the benefits from owning their emotional support animals instead of the damaging effects their mental illnesses cause. Treatment in mental illness with the help of an ESA can help a person suffering from these conditions have a better quality of life. And this is Poppy. He's my emotional support animal. Say hi, Pops. Thank you.